Have you ever wondered that you're basically riding to your doom? Welcome to the continuation of the last part. This is the final battle against, of course, Phalanx, who has now taken aboard himself the Crest of Infinity, the 6th and most powerful crest, thanks to our help for getting the other 5. Now the world stands helpless against his power. He no longer needs us. Basically, he calls us a nuisance. Now he'll just say, die. This is true Phalanx, or Phalanx Infinity, or his true form thanks to that crest. You have 3 tanks, and you are going to. And if you don't know what you're doing, you are going to lose this one. The only way to hit him is if his face gets completely gone, and you can hit him with a fireball like that. It takes a long time, and it takes a while to get used to it. But you will beat him. Like so. So basically, all we have to do now is just remember to, if you have any ginsings, use them. Because this is the part of the game where you can now finish off the game and beat the boss battle. So let's see what we get. And if you don't know what you're doing, then you're gonna get swarmed, because you get attacked by homing attacks, which you can destroy with your Firebrand. But you also get lightning attacks. The only way to actually do major damage to Phalanx is if you hit him while he's doing his laser beam attack. When he does a laser beam attack, he will get hurt. The lightning also destroys platforms, so you're kind of screwed if he gets you. But if you know what you're doing, and I know you know what you're doing by now, you will hit him, and you will do damage, and when you do damage, you will beat him. Just remember, wait till his face gets covered, then launch 1 fireball at him, which will do damage. You have to be patient. This is one of the more difficult bosses ever. You can do it. It's not too hard. But he's not that difficult if you're only playing through the one thing. If you're doing it the one time, then he's a bit difficult. Otherwise, he's not going to be difficult at all, is he? Nah, he's not going to be difficult at all. Just keep going like this. Hit him. Just remember, fireballs. Just fireballs. Avoid the lightning in his fireballs, and then hit him while he's doing his laser attack. He will start to go red when you hit him enough times. Keep going. Those platforms are really curious. There. Yeah, just keep going. That's all you have to do. The lightning and the fireballs will annoy you. That's the thing. You can get him. If he turns red, he's on his way down. If he starts to turn red. Let's take a look at him. There. I believe he's turning red at some point. I can't tell from the sprite work. But if a boss turns red, he's nearly dead. And I'm pretty sure he is starting to turn red. He's starting to turn red. I mean, look at him. So keep doing this, keep doing that. I believe he's almost gone. I believe one more hit should do it, and I think he will be sunk. Yeah, that's it. That's it. Phalanx has been destroyed. And ladies and gentlemen, That is it! Phalanx has been beaten. Firebrand claims the Crest of Infinity for himself. And now, we get to see a good ending. That, ladies and gentlemen, is the collapse of Phalanx's tower. So essentially, we liberated the world for our greedy selves. So that's essentially it. Well, it took 13 parts to get to this point. I'm rather pleased how it went. To be honest, I'm very pleased at how far it went. With Phalanx gone, Firebrand is now the most powerful being in the whole of the world. So, where does he go now, you may ask? Back to the sky, where he flies off. So, where does he go? Guess he goes beyond the realm. So he goes to a cliff top. Phalanx almost summoned the power of Infinity, but he was destroyed by the power of Firebrand. That's us. Before it came under his control. With all the crests safely hidden in his possession, Firebrand mused over the power at his command. It would be a simple thing to use it to reign supreme, but in the end, Firebrand decided that his destiny lies elsewhere. So let's take a look. So basically, they're taking a look at the Crest of Infinity, the most powerful crest in the MacGuffin region. When the 6 crests are united, the Crest of Infinity the Crest of Infinity is said to appear and give the bearer imaginable power. We almost let Phalanx siphoned it. And so Firebrand threw all the crests off the cliff and potentially each just threw them into the void. Right, and that is how Firebrand did it. He liberated the demon realm. So now let's just take a look at the crests of this game. First off, let's take a look at the Earth crest, which gives us the ground gargoyle form. So it just gives us... This, by the way, is the good ending, describing the entire, giving you the bare basic essential and taking a look at the bosses. This was Belth from the graveyard, and the secret boss of the catacombs with that ugly eye thing, which is of course Uvunu. So now to look at the Crest of Air. Basically, this gives us the power to rule over the sky, and give us the power of flight. It gives the owner the ability to control wind. Thus, he controls flight. Now, this was interesting because the Flame Lord would have been used against that one, yet you can still face him as the regular gargoyle. And then the Flyer is arch nemesis. You play as the aerial gargoyle. That's just basically, it just takes a look at all the bosses that you face over the game. The Flyer, the Flame Lord. Next crest is Water. My opinion, the most powerful of the elemental crests allowed us to swim, the most powerful element you can get your hands on. So that's generally it, folks. Well, And here, of course, is the two components that consisted of toss and roll, Shula. And of course the underwater boss known as Holothurian, the giant sea slug. And that's just generally gonna cut it for us, actually. Yeah, that will be it. Now we describe the Crest of Time. This was the crest that almost sealed his power in, allowing him to control the past. Master of the time elements, giving us the legendary gargoyle. Which of course gives us a glimpse to taking on frickin' which is kind of impossible because the crawler was the boss that gave us the water crest, as you saw in the Let's Play. Then you took on Gruon. Gruon, the most powerful of all of Phalanx's minions apart from Alma, the general. Now we take a look at the original Crest of Fire, which was essentially fire, which was basically 5 pieces of it, which kind of split. Imagine the crest, but in 5 pieces, allowing you to control fire, even though Firebrand actually used most of his abilities in the previous 2 Gargoyles quest games. The dragon that it's the dragon that Firebrand fought for the Crest of Heaven. Which was interesting. And this one, the most pathetic mini-boss of the entire game, the Hippogriff. Still a joke. The Hippogriff. Now we just describe the 2 main enemies of the game, which of course is for most of it Alma and his ice fortress. Oh, Arma, not Alma, Arma. And finally the big bad guy of this. Well, it depends on how big and bad guy are connected into one whole thing. Which was, of course, ladies and gentlemen, Phalanx. And that do. And of course, since now we return to the bit. Now we go back to the cliff where Firebrand watched over the world. Still, so this is the demon realm, and Firebrand just liberated the demon realm. And Firebrand is gone, just like that. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the end of the regular game of Demon's Crest. Which is surprisingly, because this is actually the first game I've fully beaten in nearly 2 years on this channel. I know, I've been busy, a lot of things. Well, we got big Let's Plays to look forward to in the new year. I mean, there's the Fuck You to the Mayans Let's Play. I mean that game. Unfortunately, the Mayan prophecy was met with a terrible fate. So, what can we do here? Well, it was presented by Capcom. No shit. I mean, I would recommend this game. This is actually one of the 10 most obscure video games ever. It's not too hard, it's not too great, it's a decent challenge, and it is annoying. And if you have a annoyance factor, then this game would actually help. It's kind of my way of saying I actually played a Capcom game. I haven't beat anything apart from Zelda, Metroid, or Mario, or Mega Man for that instance. The obligatory Mega Man Let's Play is coming in the new year. I mean, the channel needs a Let's Play. What is this password? Now, if you complete the game 100%, you get this password. What is the significance of this password? You're going to have to ask yourself. Well, folks, for those that wanted to watch the regular Let's Play, you could get off here. But for those that want to stay on with the next part, we're going to enter this password and we're going to see what kind of goodies that we unlock here on this Demon's Crest